Very good.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hello guys, welcome to his new video.
Yes.
Subscribe
Welcome.
to your channel.
Subscribe his channel.
Yes, thank you guys. It will be a nice video. What's up guys? Welcome to another video. Maybe you've seen the last video, maybe you've read the title, maybe both. But yeah, the last video missing is the video about Nepal. Things I love about Nepal. And yes, I'm filming this in Germany right now, same as the Sri Lankan video, because I forgot to film it when I was there. And before I start my Germany vlogs, I wanted to make all my fans from Nepal happy and give them a video like all the other countries. So yeah, let's not talk too much, let's get into the video. Let's go, point number one. So the first point is kind of like the same point in all of my other videos, but I always have to mention it, and it's of course the people. One, two, three. I love the people of Nepal, but Nepal is like it's a special case. The people there, they are awesome, same as in Sri Lanka or India. But in Nepal it's a bit special. The best way to describe Nepal is like a relaxed version of India. A more relaxed version of India, with like less angry stares and less harassment and stuff. And much more like funny people. But also a lot more like drunk people and stuff. Like people in Nepal, they enjoy their raksi in the morning. But yeah, in Nepal I met some of the nicest people I ever met in my life. Same as I did in most of the countries I visited, but in Nepal it's just much more relaxed. Especially after coming from like India, it's very relaxed there. Like in India it's very strict. You have very huge families, all living together, very strict parents. My viewers will know what I'm talking about, but in Nepal it's a bit more relaxed. Like people are more relaxed, they party more, they just relax more, they don't hustle this much. Like it's just very relaxed in Nepal. You're gonna drink a lot more tea than in India. Not chai, I'm not talking about the chai, I'm talking about the tea. You're gonna drink a lot more alcohol than in India, very sure about this. And yeah, but yeah, let me not talk too much for this first point. My Nepali friends, they will know that I'm talking about them. Shout out to Mr. Gurum, and let's get into the second point.
Hello guys, welcome to Domi Travel's new vlog.
What are we doing today?
We are celebrating Shivaratri today.
Okay, so actually the second point already tied into the first point when I was talking about how relaxed everything is. And the second point is how relaxed everything is. Like, let me give you a short example. In India, if you're traveling around, you will see a lot of advertisements. India is the king of advertisements. But once... No, let me go like this. The advertisements in India, they're all for cement. Or maybe sometimes for crackers or gutka, but mostly cement. But once you cross the border into Nepal, all those cement advertisements, they turn into beer advertisements for like Tuborg, Gurkha Strong, Tiger. Is it tiger or lion? One is Sri Lanka, one is Nepal. I don't know. I think tiger. Yeah, like all the advertisements turn into beer advertisements. Everything is much more relaxed. You have a lot less like authority personnel, like a lot less like security guards and police and all that stuff, and a lot less rules. Like probably in the law there are not less rules, but it feels like there are less rules in Nepal. And people are just a lot more like spontaneous and relaxed. Like sometimes in the morning I went to my neighbor, Mr. Gurum, and I just wanted to drink a tea. But then it ends up in like some alcoholics in the morning at 9 a.m. trying to make me drink and inviting me to some places and all that stuff. Like, it's all very, very relaxed in Nepal. Like, even on the, I think, Nepali New Year, there's also a video of me on Nepali New Year. It's almost a year old. People drink in the streets, the police doesn't care, people are very happy. It's all very like it's all very relaxed there, and there are like a lot of tourists. Like, if you go to Kathmandu or maybe even Bhaktapur, also Pokhara, it's full of tourists. You will see a lot of tourists. You will see people are very used to tourists. Rules are very relaxed. Like, it's much less stressful than in India and less crowded than in India. Maybe that's why it's more relaxed version of India. But yeah, Nepal, very relaxed place. I can recommend anyone to visit, and especially I have like 50% Indian viewers. To all my Indian viewers, go to Nepal. You don't need a visa and you're able to cross the land border. Foreigners are not allowed to cross the land border. We have to go through Kathmandu airport and we have to get a visa. But as an Indian, you can just jump on a bus, 500 rupees, go to Nepal. It's more than worth it, and you should do it. Like, I know so many people not living far from Nepal and they never visit it. It's a shame. It's such a beautiful place, and yeah. I'm talking too much. I'm just walking around this playground talking and talking and talking. I tried to make this video 10 minutes, but it's probably going to be like 15. So let's get to the next point. Okay, so the next point, obviously a thing when talking about Nepal that I could never forget. Like, nobody that ever talks about Nepal gets around this topic. I guess everybody of you knows what's Nepal famous for. It's the mountains. It's the Himalaya. And I made like 5 or 6 videos hiking in the Himalaya. But the thing is, when you film it with a camera, it doesn't look slightly as good as if you're there in real life. So once you're hiking in the Himalaya, in the nature, in the mountains, surrounded by those mountains that are like 7,000 meters high, it feels intimidating. It feels like it's one of the most beautiful experiences I ever had. And you can't take it on camera. I tried to film as much as I can. I think I have 5 hours of YouTube videos just in the Himalayas. And it doesn't look as stunning on camera. So I would recommend everyone go there. It was one of the most special and moving and emotional times I had in my life. Like, if you're alone without internet for like a week, no electricity, you're just hiking through the mountains, it's worth it. Like, and there's no country on earth with more and higher mountains than Nepal. So yeah, go hiking in Nepal, it's worth it. And maybe I can find a different spot to make this video a bit more interesting. Maybe not, there are 2 points left. And yeah, I hope I have enough clips to show here in between. So next point, let's go. Okay guys, so it's slowly getting dark. I gotta hurry up. It's just 4 p.m. but in winter in Germany it gets dark early. So the next point is the food. Not like in Sri Lanka, you would actually find a lot of good food in Nepal. And because it's so close and so related to India, you have no shortage of Indian food. But the difference is, in Nepal people give you like portion sizes that are made for real humans, and especially certain foods. Like, let me give you a few examples. But first, like in Nepal you will find all of the Indian food, but cheaper. It's maybe not as many spices as in India. So Indian food in India is still better. But you find a lot of food that's also sold in India, and a lot of foods are just very common. Like for example, my favorite, the pakora in India. You get it everywhere in Nepal. But Nepal has some special cases. Like let's take the chow mein or momo for example. If you don't know chow mein or momo, there are some videos on my channel showing it. But you can get chow mein and momo in India. But when you get it in India, it's just sad. The food is just sad. I wouldn't buy it. Like if you take a look at a chow mein in India, it's something people wouldn't really buy except they are drunk at 4 AM. Like it's just like super tiny, thin Maggi type noodles and some chopped up carrots and some onions, and that's it. And it doesn't taste good. Like, I'm sorry to all my Indian viewers if you love chow mein. Indian chow mein is trash. But once you go to Nepal, you're gonna get the real deal. Like you're gonna get huge portions. You're gonna get real noodles. Like not those cheap Maggi style noodles. Like you get real noodles. You get huge portions. It tastes delicious. It's made in a completely different way. Like you're not gonna find those stupid annoying carrots inside and stuff. Instead you get some of the chickpeas, the black chickpeas, the chana, very famous in Nepal. In India also famous, but not the black one. The black one you use more as a chakna for drinking beer or whiskey and eating. But in Nepal you're gonna get the food that's also sold in India. You get the special food like the chow mein or the momo, which is also sold in India, but in Nepal it's 1,000 times better. And the size of the portion is just 10 times bigger. And the thing is, the price is also much cheaper. A lot of my Indian friends, when they talk to me about Nepal, they say, oh, the food is more expensive in Nepal. Yes and no. It's depending on where you are and what you buy. If you go, let's say, to the most touristy area of Kathmandu, to the Tamil area, you can buy a samosa for like 40 Indian rupees, which is like 40 cents in a dollar. So, but if you buy like something that's more Nepali, like the chow mein, you're gonna get like 2 times the portion size of Indian chow mein for half the price. Like people, as I said, my friends in India, they think Nepal is a bit more expensive in terms of food. No, it's actually cheaper. And people never believe it. But food in many areas in Nepal is cheaper. Not cheaper by the price for a portion, but considering the amount of the portion you get is just much cheaper than in India. Like I will show some pictures of like 60 rupees or 50 rupees chow mein. I even have a video. I'm gonna put the thumbnail here now and put the link in the description, and then you can see with your own eyes what you get in Nepal for the food. So yeah. Next point, I thought about making the prices, but we had the prices in all the other videos. By now you should know that this area of Asia is very cheap for Westerners or travelers. So yeah. Prices of living are kind of the same as in India. So let's get to the last point and hope that it's not getting dark too fast. So let's go. So guys, I'm a bit stupid. I just mentioned the last point 10 seconds ago, and I have another last point. Like I have more than 5 points, but I just picked the 5 most important. So I would say the last points are, as I said, the prices and also the transport. Nepal has a thing like most Asian countries have, like it's called patao. I think it's from a different country, maybe Myanmar or something produced. I'm not sure who made the app, but in Vietnam, oh fuck. In Vietnam you have Grab, in India you have the Uber, the Rapido, the Ola, and it's just super easy in Nepal to get from point A to point B by using those apps. And they're like super cheap. Like let's say you want to go from the north of Kathmandu to the south, or to the airport in the south. You just take out your phone, you open the app, it checks your location, you say I want to go to the airport, And for $1 you get a 30-minute ride to the airport. Like, it's super cheap to get from point A to B. And as I said, the prices, they're also super cheap in Nepal. Same as in India, same as in Sri Lanka. And yeah, last point was a bit short, but I hope you still enjoyed the video. It's probably much longer than I thought or planned, anticipated. But yeah, as I said in the last video also, and I'm gonna say it in future videos again, because I always forget it. If you want to meet me, if you want to know where I am right now, follow my Instagram in the description, because oftentimes my videos release like weeks after filming it, and by that time I'm already in a completely different country. So every day I get comments like, oh hey, are you still in India? Are you still in Nepal? Are you still in Vietnam? No, I'm in Germany now. And if you don't follow my Instagram, you don't know. So if you want to know where I am, if you want to meet me in any country, whenever I'm looking for a place to sleep, I use Instagram. So subscribe my Instagram. Thank you guys for watching. My Germany vlog's gonna start right after I finish this outro. I'm gonna film a video here. And I'm gonna be back in Asia in a month. But for this month, I'm gonna film Germany vlogs. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the YouTube stuff. Shout out to all the people that watched actually until this point. Write in the comments if you watched until this point. And yeah, see you in the next video. Let's go.